What's up, guys? Holding Ass with you here, bringing you Seven Deadly Sins manga review. This was chapter 308, titled Epilogue 2. This was a very emotional, as you see in the thumbnail. It starts off with like all these storms and earthquakes taking place in different areas, and then we have Bond laying down in bed with Elaine, and he's explaining to her that soon the captain won't be able to stay here because his power is too great, and the word itself is trying to turn him away. So it's funny how the word itself is actually mad at Meliodas' existence being there, because he's Demon King level now. And you have Elaine crying because she's like, oh, it's so sad after all this that he went through with the princess. Now they have to be apart again. And he's not having any intention of telling nobody, which makes it even sadder. And Bond was like, yeah, it's true, but he's always been there for me, so I'm going to be there for him, and I'm not going to say anything that he doesn't want me to say. That's not my place. Then we have Elaine and Bond the next morning meeting up with the guys, with all of them, the cast, main cast, Seven Deadly Sins and stuff, and the princess, which is Elizabeth. And they meet up, and where the girls are talking and doing their thing, the guys go out to hunt, and we got this funny panel which all the characters are hunting, and we have Escanor, who sadly cannot use his power no more because he gave up the grace, to Mel, which we haven't seen Mel in this epilogue, but we saw him last epilogue drinking. But he doesn't have sunshine no more, so he can't really do anything except run away. And he has this bull monster running after him. Then Hawk does a couple of techniques on him and hits him, but doesn't do no damage. So now this boy is chasing both Hawk and Escanor. So we have just what's his name? Gotha there, just basically picking on both of them, and he steps in to help them. We have Bond collecting all these different types of fishes. We have Meliodas, I believe he's gathering berries or meat or birds, something like that. But then after that, they all take a break, and they are taking a urine break. And it's just this weird, funny chapter where like they are urinating, and then King was like, why are we all here? This just feels weird. Why am I here? And then Meliodas said something back, and then Bond was like, when guys are urinating together, we shouldn't say nothing. It's annoying. But then we have this picture of the corner of Gotha there, and he's just checking out everybody's junk. And I'm like, oh my god, this dude is so weird. But it makes sense because he's a doll. So it's like, but at the same time, it's just weird. But after that, we switch over to the females talking, and they having this weird conversation of if Elizabeth and Meliodas get married, will Meliodas be king since Elizabeth is a princess? But it was stated because she's third seat and not first, Meliodas would never be king even if he does get to marry Elizabeth. And they made that practical joke there and laugh among each other. Then they started discussing kids, how their kids will look, and it was technically, I guess, the name dropping the future references, because they was talking about how Elaine kid and Bond kid would look real cute, and how Meliodas kid and Elizabeth kid would be like the cutest and the best. And they was also discussing Diane and King's baby looking cute as well. So I guess that's a foreshadow of those three couples having kids and being married in the future. Probably in the end of epilogue 3 of next week's chapter that we probably get to see that. Or maybe we may have a 4th epilogue and that's where we see it. Unless, Nakaba Sensei does like a spin-off with them. It was stated he wanted to do a spin-off with Arthur, King Arthur, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out, since a lot of people for some odd reason hate King Arthur. I always liked him, but that's just me. But then we have this one panel where like Diane is crying, and she breaks down in tears, and she's like, I have to tell you something, princess. And then as you see in my thumbnail, she tells her, I already know that Meliodas cannot be here for long. And then everyone else starts to cry and shocked and look at her. And it was just like, wow, this whole time she knew, which it makes sense. That doesn't really bother me that she knew. I know a lot of people were saying in comments that it's an ass pull, how did she know, blah, blah, blah. Well, she got her memory back and some of her celestial power, so it makes sense that she's going to eventually catch on and be like, wait, you're Demon King level now? And the Demon King and Supreme Deity couldn't be here before, which means since you're at that level now, you shouldn't be able to be in this world for longer either. So, a lot of people mock Elizabeth for being how her character is, But she's not dumb at all, and she is pretty smart. And now that she has her memory fully back, it's like she's even more smarter and powerful now. So it makes sense that she caught on to it quickly. I wouldn't be surprised if she knew automatically, since Meliodas broke the curse. That's why she had that sad shock face when he broke the curse, because she probably knew at that instant he's going to eventually leave. What bothers me is that we didn't get to see Zeldaris in neither this chapter or last chapter of these two epilogues. We saw Mel real quick last chapter, but he was just in the bar drinking away, being sad and crying because he can't hold his liquor. So I wonder if they're going to take a part in this. I have a feeling that if neither of them take a part in helping Meliodas stay with Elizabeth here, then maybe the Supreme Deity will come down and do something. Maybe she'll make some type of magic spell and she should cast it on Elizabeth to make her the same level of a Supreme Deity. Or maybe she might give her the next seat of Supreme Deity so they can be together of the same equal level and same footing. They won't be able to be with their friends no more, but at least they'd be together. And their friends knowing that would be happy for them. So it'll make the pain of them not being able to see them again at least a little bit better. That's the only thing I can theorize so far. But yeah, this was a great chapter. Chapter 308, Epilogue 2. If you have not read it, I advise you go read it. If you're ready, go read it again. It does feel kind of a little bit rushed and stuff, and I'm kind of upset because I really thought the 7 Deadly Sins had more chapters to go. But it is what it is. We're ending soon. Hopefully Nakamura's next series. He just said he wanted to write a sports series. And I'm not really into sports series, so hopefully he does something more of like the adventure, magical side. But if he does something with sport related, I read it too. I like his stuff. I like the 7 Deadly Sins so far. I think that's the only thing I ever read from Nakamura Sensei. But yeah, great episode, great chapter, great stuff. But comment down below what you liked and didn't like about the chapter. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Give this video a like. The link for Twitter will be down below. But that's all I have for you guys. Peace out and have a good one.